Hello and welcome to Yoga with Aalia. Let's start with doing some tapping. We're going to start by raining down on the head. So all over the scalp, coming down to the neck, and the shoulders, and the heart space, tapping down into the abdomen. You can go as light or as deep as you'd like, getting the lower back, and just feeling like a light rain coming all over, down the inside and the outside of your arms, and down on top of the legs as well. So tapping, waking up the skin, and then back up to the heart space. And gently placing one hand on top of the other, on top of the heart. And letting the skin meet your hands, tuning into your breath and perhaps setting an intention for practice today or for the rest of your day. Start to rub our hands together. And we're going to push and press the hands one into the other with all of our might, breathing in long and deep and holding the breath. Root lock, throat lock. Holding in the breath, holding. And then releasing, and the hands can just come down onto the lap. So this is a heart release. This is from Kundalini. We'll go again, pressing one hand into the other, pushing, holding and breathing in deep. And then when you're ready, you can hold the breath and you can apply the locks if you'd like. And releasing the breath, hands can come back to the lap. And we'll go one more round. So deep breath in, pushing the hands together, holding the breath. And when you're ready, releasing. We can come up onto our knees and we're going to do a left to right. So inhaling one side, exhaling the other, twisting the abdomen from side to side. So again, opening up in the upper abdomen, holding the breath. And again, you can apply that throat lock and root lock if you know what I'm talking about, the bandhas. And releasing, palms up on your lap, Gyan Mudra. Again, fingertips to shoulders. Inhaling one side, exhaling the other. So we're getting this nice twist, this detoxifying. Inhaling, exhaling. Coming back to center, holding the breath, applying the root and throat lock. Releasing, palms up, Gyan Mudra. We're finding a regular breath in between. We're going to do Bhastrika, so hands up in a V and then letting your elbows hit the sides of your waist as with a forceful exhale. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, like that, forcefully. So we're expelling the extra air from our lungs. We're going to hold tight, again, applying that lock, holding the breath in, pulling everything in, consolidating the energy, releasing, palms face up in Gyan Mudra, coming back to our regular breath in between. We'll do another round of Bhastrika, up and down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Really feel yourself expelling air as the arms hit the ribs. And then holding the breath, applying the locks. And releasing, palms face up when you're ready. And let's start with rolling our shoulders out. Forward and back, and then rolling the shoulders forward. Really get in there. And then we're going to do some little neck circles. So you can do half circle, gently side to side. If you'd like to take, my neck's a little sore today, but if you'd like to take a full circle, going all the way back, just gentle waking up of the neck. And we're going to sit our hips over to one side, and you can do Charlie's Angels. We're getting this nice side body stretch, and you can look up or you could look down, finding a way that works for you and your neck today. Let's take it on over to the other side. Hips going to one side, arms going to the other. And again, just notice with your neck what feels right for you today. Let's come back and sit on the heels once more. We're going to just wave the arms. So we're going to eventually go into eagle, but imagine your arms opening up, waving like wings. And then one arm under the other, let's say left under right. And you can kind of do this cat-cow with the eagle arms. So the arms are hiding your face. You could wrap around once or twice. And you're arching and rounding the back while you're in seated. And let's find our little flying arms. I'm going to move over to the side so you can see me. So we're really doing cat-cow with the arms waving with the wingspan. And then finding that eagle arms, and I'm lifting up and away as I arch and round the spine. If you prefer stillness with this pose, you can. I'm going quite dynamic today. And we're going to come up and just get a little stretch in the ankles. You can put the weight onto your hands before we come up into this seated wild thing. So we're going to swing arm behind us, pelvis up, another arm up. And again, if you feel to do this static and just hold left side and then right side, you can. Or you can swing from one side to the other. Let's come up onto our knees and melt ourselves down into puppy posture. So finding your knees and hips in one straight line, forehead to mat. And coming up, we're going to raise one arm and thread the needle. So threading the arm under, finding the shoulder on the ground. You can place that hand on the ground. So we're opening up the shoulders to open up the back of the heart. This is a heart-based flow today. Let's come on back up and do the other side. Winging the arm open, threading the arm under. You can place the arm above you. So we're doing some twists to detoxify as well as some more dynamic movement. We'll open up the back of the heart as well as the front of the heart today. Let's come all the way down, finding a little sphinx. Shining the heart forward, gaze forward or inwards. And let's bend the right foot and you can hold on to it, bringing your heel into your bum, trying to get the two to touch. And then lifting up. So it's like a half bow. And releasing. And I'm going to do this pillow with my hands and then just wiggling the feet from side to side. This was just a nice little lower back release in between. And we'll find our way to the other side again. Heel to bum. And then pressing up. Seeing if you can come up today. Just within your own body's limitations, releasing, finding the forehead to the arms and waving your feet side to side, letting the weight drop out of the pelvis and the ankles. And we're going to go for full bow pose. You can grab onto both feet and kick and try to rise up with your chest. Not feeling incredibly stretchy today, so this is where I can go. Perhaps you can get up higher if you lift with the chest. And once more, we'll find that restoration in between. I'm here in the Philippines, by the way, at Dryft Camp, where I'm teaching yoga this month. And we're gonna come on up, wiggle it out, coming up into downward dog. And we're just gonna walk it out. First down dog of the day, you're welcome to bend the knees, and we'll roll the spine. So I'm waving forward almost into the plank, letting the knees hover, and then coming back up into downward dog, finding the wave and the mobility in this. Starting to walk up to the front of the mat. You can find yourself in a little halfway lift, flat back, and forward fold, holding onto the elbows, letting your spine round. I'm bending my knees quite a lot today. You're welcome to do that as well. Planting the fingertips and rolling all the way up. Arms rise. Foot rises. And we're going to come into a standing open twist. And coming directly into a warrior two, finding your alignment with your back leg before we come into reverse warrior. And then down into extended side angle. One long line between your outer foot and your top hand. And low lunge twist, open to the other side. And we'll come into a short plank, into vinyasa, finding your up dog, finding your down dog, pedaling that out. And of course, if you'd like to stay static, you can. Walking on up to the top of your mat, rising to half lift, flat back, folding on down, and rising up again to stand, hands come up as we lift that leg, finding your balance for an open twist. Other side. Stepping that foot back, warrior two. Looking out in front of you, reversing your warrior, looking up. Extended side angle. Low lunge twist. Hand up to the sky. And coming on down, finding that plank. Knees, chest, chin. Upward dog. Downward dog. Pedal it out. And we're going to do 3 breaths here. So inhaling, exhaling with a ha sound, which is the sound of the heart clearing. We're going to do inhaling 3 times. And then lifting the right leg, bending on over, coming into a wild thing. So I'm circling the arm up before I find my holds. And then coming back to down dog, raising the other leg, letting that foot drop you right on over to the other side into a wild thing. Gazing up, coming back into your down dog. And then coming right away into a puppy posture, but on your fingertips. And we're going to rise and lower on the fingertips. And then we're going to transition into all the way into a side angle and into gate. leaning on your leg. We're coming to the back of the mat for down dog as a transition. And then setting on up for the other side. Coming into gate pose. I think I skipped that on the other side, but this is what it's supposed to look like. Bear with me. We're going to transition back into that down dog and finding the spinal waves once more rippling through. So listen to what your body needs today. Let's walk to the front of the mat, find our halfway lift, and rise on up, hands meet. I'm turning around on my mat, you can too. Let's rub our hands together and finding the standing eagle waving arms that we did in seated earlier. And now we're going to do our eagle. So rising right leg, wrapping it around, right arm goes under left, finding a drishti point, raising the elbows up. You might also, I'm hooking my foot around. If you can wrap around twice, that's great. And we're going to come into a warrior 3 flying eagle here. I also like to do hands into chest to help with balance. And let's do the same again, finding the flow, standing cat-cow, waving the arms as if you had wings. The heart is an extension all the way down the arms into the fingertips. And we'll find our eagle on the left foot over right, left arm under right. Twisting, pretzeling yourself, and then finding your inner balance. Flying for that gaze of perspective. Again, hands could be at the heart if it helps you. Look in front of you for drishti to find your focal point. And then we're coming right on up to warrior 1. Coming all the way down, right away into that wild thing once again, waving the arm, circling it up, and then finding your heart shining. Coming back down and walking up to the top of the mat to come into Malasana squat. Pressing the knees open with your elbows. Thumbs might touch your chest, your heart, your sternum. And we'll come into a little play of crow here. So if you know how to do this, finding your alignment with your knees above your elbows. I think I'm a little sweaty here, so it's not quite working. But you might have to come up even higher. And you can just play, so it doesn't have to happen right away. And then just letting yourself forward fold. You could walk out the legs again. Rising on up. Hands to prayer, heart. And we're going to come up again into that warrior 1. Other side. Coming on down. Left leg rises, 3-legged dog. Let that foot drop over into a wild thing. Shining the heart open. Coming on back to down dog. Hopping to the top of the mat. Finding your Malasana squat. Opening up. You can gaze forward or close down the eyes. And let's try once more with the crow. So it's helpful also to find a gaze a couple inches in front of you. Once you find that placement, it's so much easier. So I was able to do it the second time. And again, you can come to forward fold and walk it out. Before rolling the spine up to standing. Rising on up and hands to heart. I'm going to go with some swings here. So I'm really diving forward with the hands and then circling them out, and I'm exhaling the breath. It's a bit more dynamic movement. Feels a bit like falling and flying. One more clear out of the breath, and then you can fold all the way down. Get any last wiggles out, and we'll curl the seat all the way down till we're seated on the mat. We're going to go for a forward fold with the butterfly legs. So you can really let your spine round over. You could hold on to the feet, or you could surrender the hands down. We're starting to cool down here. And then I'm just going to rock my knees from side to side, rolling across the bum, leaning on my hands. Before coming all the way down, for that puppy posture, melting your heart down. And I'm grounding by rocking my forehead side to side on the mat. And then come into a little child's pose seat, catching the heels, coming up onto the crown of the head. So we're opening up the back of the heart here, coming back down to that seed child's pose before we come on up. And lay all the way down on your bellies. We're going to do this beautiful shoulder opener. So my foot goes back. I'm rolling over that shoulder. I could place my hand behind my lower back for support if that feels right. This is a great opener for the chest and the shoulders. I do this all the time as a dancer. It's one of my favorites. And we'll start to release. Come on over to the other side so you can see I'm extending that shoulder, dropping my foot over. And this time I placed my hand out in front of me, more at a bent cactus angle. And slowly we'll release back again onto our forearms. And coming back again into that little seed child's pose. And I'm wagging my tail here. You can do the same if it feels good. Wagging my tail, rocking my forehead. And we're going to end with a different kind of shavasana. If you have a bolster, you're most welcome. I'm using a pillow here to just kind of lift up the chest. And butterflying the feet open, and we'll place one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly, and we'll do a 2-part breath here. So belly breath, chest breath, hold, exhale, chest, exhale, belly. So like a wave, like the ocean. Belly breath, chest breath, chest exhale, belly exhale. So following your own rhythm, finding this internal wave of the breath. And then opening all the way up, you can stretch your legs and arms out long and come into a short shavasana. Start to come on back. You can remove any props that you have and come into a short seated meditation. You're going to do a small metta meditation, focusing on compassion and love and kindness. So you can think of someone close to you. May you be happy, may you be free from suffering, may you be healthy. Think of someone you don't know. May you be happy. May you be free of suffering. May you be healthy and well. And think of a group of people, perhaps a class or people at work. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free of suffering. May you be well. And the whole world, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May all beings be free from suffering. And gently rubbing the hands together, placing them on your heart, wishing yourself, may I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be free from suffering. May I be well. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. My name is Aalia. Welcome to check out the channel for more. Have a beautiful day. Wishing you blessings from Philippines.